Alright guys, got the cooler, got the seat off the BigRig, came out here, scrubbed it down, gave it a good old cleaning. But I had some questions about my kayak, so I took it apart and we're gonna go home and put it back together. Alright guys, so this is what I fish. This is the 2014, older model, 2014 Jackson BigRig. I got the 2 rocket poles here. I got the 2 Yak Attack paddle holders right here that I use to hold my paddle behind me. Everything's stripped down right now. So the previous owner did a lot of work on this thing. I didn't have to do a whole lot with the mounting of the battery and everything. I got a battery tray deep in the hole right here. These 2 things were pre-installed. My wires come up right here and plug right back into my Garmin right there. I did a scupper hole install. This is the Lowrance scupper mount, and I took the whole Lowrance cap off and used a rubber scupper thing to get up in there and hold it in good. But as you can see, if you can see, there's where my transducer goes. I got a little bit of foam in there to make sure the transducer never moves. Like I said, I bought this kayak used. And the reason I use a paddle kayak instead of a pedal kayak is because I go down rivers mainly. Now, if it was ideal and I had it my way, I'd have a lake kayak and a river kayak. And my lake kayak would be a pedal drive. But considering I mainly do rivers, I prefer to do the paddle because I fish a shallow river. Alright guys, so what this is a custom Engel cooler. It's a 30 quart. What my friend Chad did for me is he put a triple rod holder on the back, and we did the hinges so that they go sideways instead of upwards, so I can have my 3 rods never blocked by that. And basically I just take this thing, got these awesome rod leashes here. They were custom made by somebody. I forget who custom made these, and I'm sorry for that. If you see me using your custom made stuff, just let me know and I'll give you a shout out. Run that right down through the front. I always sit in the upright position. I do have one of these in each of the seat. I got a smaller one that goes in the front. I also keep one there. So 1, 2, 1, 2, one smaller one up under. This was for my rudder. And I got a few other rail mounts right there for accessories that I have not bought or cared to buy yet. Got a lot of gear that goes in my cooler. So right here, I'm gonna go ahead and it's about time for tackle organization. I really need some tackle organization going on. But here's my jerk baits and jigs box. Here's my top water box, catfish box, very small lures box. Got a headlamp that I always keep around one of these right here. I also got my shag cutting knife. My shag cutting knife always stays strapped on right in here for easy access. I just reach back and grab my shag cutter. So there's my shag cutter on the side of the kayak right there. It's also got a hook sharpener, all kinds of stuff, line cutter. It's a real nice, that's a real nice system right there. But Go ahead and leave that open, let it air out since everything got washed. This is my plastics. This is a big bag of plastics. There's a bunch of random swim baits. My don't get wet pliers unless I have to. Terminal tackles such as hooks and small weights, shaky heads and everything right up under the seat. And then you got your tray. My tray goes on just like this. Always keep a backup lighter and a few quick lures in the tray. So there's everything in the cooler. Now I come over here and I grab my fish measuring board, which slides right on in there like so. My big catfish holders, which slide right over one of these rocket holders. Bam! That way I can get that big old cat when it's time to get that big old cat. And I just cinch them down and let that hang off the side right there. Alright. We got broken rod tips everywhere. Broken rod tip, broken rod tip, broken rod tip, broken rod tip. I just don't have a whole lot of money. Like I said, you know, I bought that secondhand. I bought the BigRig secondhand from somebody. It ain't about how much money you have or what gear you have. It's about fishing, man. Just get out there and do it. You're gonna catch fish. Just remember, don't go out and spend a ton of money. Look for a good deal. Look for something used like I did. You know, this was used. I bought it from a guy named Daryl Olson, who also has a few instructional videos out on the things that he did, like installing the rudder and installing his old fish finder on this BigRig. And if I can find those links, I'll link them down below so you can see what he's done and what he did. I do believe there was a power pole on this kayak at one point. This cooler goes up under these straps right there. That's usually my shag cooler. And this cooler's for my drinks and stuff, and it rides right there on the back. I've got the GoPro that I'm not wearing on my head, mounted right here on the front. And I'm about to put on the fish finder and stuff, and I'll show y'all that. Alright, so I throw my battery in like that. Come over here and hook up my ground. My ground's hooked up. Hook up my red. Go with some power. Just like that. Power in. Ground in. And there's my baby. My Garmin's on. So I just come down here, take my plate off, and fire the bad boy up. And that's pretty much my full setup right now. It's gonna be a little different after Christmas. I'm gonna have a few new things. But yeah, it's time to go out on the water and try to catch some of these fish. These rod sleeves are great. I'll slide that right up in there. Pull my strap over to hold it in. Probably not gonna throw my deep crankbait a ton. There's only a few real deep spots that I'd like to hit that. But I might be hitting those spots with a swim bait too, so those two are on. Then I'm gonna go with the swim bait, a beautiful swim bait, the killer out there this time of the year. There's the Rapala, along with the Smithwicks, two different jerk baits, the worm, the good old shaky head, and Big Bites Kiwi. And a rooster tail. Alright guys, I finally got my first bite on today. It's a small bass. Little small baby. Yeah, what's up, dude? You like that crayfish? Would you like that crayfish, buddy? Alright, we're gonna name fish today. Let me get back here so we can see this fish. Look at this guy. He's been caught before. He might have got caught by Mr. Fail. Alright, this little guy's name's gonna be Craydad. What's up, Craydad the fish? Because he bit on that crawfish. This is Craydaddy. Craydaddy the fish, baby. Let's let him go. Let him go home. First fish of the day in 46-degree water temp, and looking good. Let's get going. Alright guys, I just got hit. Just got hit. Come on. Come around the boat, buddy. Come around the boat, buddy. Come on around the boat. Nice little hog here. Nice little hog here. Alright. Alright guys, check out this fish. Man, he's cold. How do you do it? How do you stay in this water so cold, Mr. Fishy? Oh no, nice little 2.5 pounder. Maybe a little bit bigger. It don't matter. I'm naming this guy Rudolph. This is Rudolph the red-nosed largemouth bass. He's leading the way on the sleigh today, baby. Check him out. Beautiful fish, beautiful fish. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, I'm on a fish here, guys. Little bass. I wasn't recording because the fishing has been slow today. The fishing has just been slow. This is fish number 3. This is fish number 3. Last week at this time I had about fish number 8. Alright guys, got a beautiful fish here. He's got some little brown in his back. Check him out, he's got some gold. Check out Goldilocks here. Got a little bit of gold in the spine, looking beautiful. Goldilocks the fish here. What a gorgeous fish, man. This thing is gorgeous. Oh, but they all are. They all are. Wes loves the fish. Wes loves the fish. So let's let this guy go and keep going down the river.